Hey YouTube, this is 13ULTRALORD79's. I'm here with not with a battle video this time, but something else. I don't know. I think I'm gonna start this new segment or like explanation of things of how to make a double or and triple team, since I do know how to make those. So let's go ahead and dig in the box real quick. I have one team, for example, that most people know what it's about, but for those of you who don't, here it is. This is what I call my Desert Storm, which is just my Hippowdon, Tyranitar, Claydol, Bronzong, Rhyperior, and Protera. And this is a triple team to be exact. So let's go ahead and dig in Hippowdon. First, I'm going to explain to you guys what are the movesets and what are the EVs for before we get started with anything else. So I made Hippowdon the Brave Nature since this is a Trick Room team. We do need the slowest speed as possible, and he did come from my diamond, I believe. And here is the next Pokemon will be my Tyranitar, also Brave, since everyone here is basically a physical attacker for the strategy that I have behind it. Ground Gym to increase Earthquake's power, since Tyranitar isn't a ground type, so he doesn't get stopped with the Earthquake. Next will be my Claydol to Sassy Nature, just for the special defense increase. He's more of a wallish thing, and he has Power Lens just to make him slow as possible. I did add him. He was like a late continuation to the team, considering the fact that triple teams were invented in 4th gen. So before it was just Bronzong handling the whole support system that I will be explaining pretty soon. But Claydol was replaced Felix. And then next is the infamous Bronzong, which is the relaxed nature, and here shiny. And I again got him for my diamond. And then next will be the Brave Rhyperior here. Rock Gem to increase his Rock move, which is Rock Wrecker. And we have the Protera last. Okay, next. And then Rhyperior and Protera, I did mess up on them when I brought them to hard gold, so I had to again remake them, and that's why they have different ADs from the other ones. But here are their stats. I'm just again showing you who they are, and just to get familiar with this team in particular, since I don't use it anymore. But I'll go ahead and tell you the EV spread on this thing. Protera does have max attack, and he has all EVs for defense. As you can tell, for most Pokemon, the max stat that doesn't have the beneficial boost will almost always end in the 9, so that's how you know. Really weird. And his moveset is he has Curse, Protect, Earthquake, and Wood Hammer. He's holding lefties. I don't know, I kind of pretty much just rushed through this moveset here. Next is my Solid Rock Rhyperior here. He has max attack and max defense for those are his EVs, and he is slower than anything. And here are his moves. He knows the Curse, Protect, Earthquake, and Rock Wrecker. Here's where this. I'll just tell you the moveset and I'll explain to you again about the whole support system. Bronzong does have max defense and special defense. He can take any move whatsoever. His ability to levitate is really plays a key role in this strategy, actually. He has the Trick Room, Protect, Swagger, and Safeguard. Next will be my Claydol. He does have max special defense and max defense, and he has Levitate like Bronzong. He also has the same moveset, but he is a lot quicker. He's like one of the quickest things in my team, so that's why I gave him a Power Lens. Hold on, sorry about that. Then will be my Tyranitar, which has max attack and max defense. Sandstream to activate the Sandstorm in battle. And he has Curse, Protect, Earthquake. Oh, sorry guys. And Outrage. Sorry about that, guys. And finally, I have my Hippowdon. He has a different moveset than everyone else. He has max attack and max defense, like most of my guys do, and he has Sandstream. I will be getting a new one with Sand Force if I do continue using this team, but I believe this one is to stay. And he knows Fisher, protect, earthquake, and mox line, and I'll probably be getting rid of Fisher. But okay, now let me get to the strategy here. So basically, what's supposed to happen in my first Trick Room battle is I will send out my Bronzong, which is him. I'll send him out first, and then I'll send out my one of the 4 other guys. I'll send out either my Tyranitar or my Hippowdon just to set up the sound stream. And then what I'll do is I'll send up the Clay Doll right next to that. So the first turn is basically what I call the setup turn, since I don't know, what I believe is most successful triple or double teams, the first turn, instead of like having a lead, I call it like the setup turn, basically. Like you set up what you want to set up, like the sun, the rain, the hail, I don't know, whatever you want. But in here, I set up Trick Room because my guys do have the beneficial decrease or speed, so I will be needing them. The Trick Room will be coming in handy. And for Trick Room teams, I believe that adding Trick Room to strategies will make things like will be making things like the strategies vary in many ways. Like, hold on, guys. Okay. So yeah, Trick Room will be making the strategy more of like, I don't know, just add strategy to the strategy, which is the same. And then what I do that same turn is if I don't predict a certain move coming at one of my walls there, I'll just set up a safeguard for my guys, just a safeguard, a random safeguard. And then after I set up the safeguard, the next turn, I'm just going to go straight for my swagger. And pretty much increase my guys' attack by 4 if I'm successful enough. And then that's where the magic tends to happen, actually. The magic happens when I use safeguard. And then I use swagger, and then what I do is I use the earthquake, because all my guys know earthquake. So that's pretty much a basic strategy I have. Again, I've had many wins in this team. I don't believe I've actually lost before. Actually, I think it's won almost every single round it's fought. In Battle Revolution, it had a good career, although it had its losses. It still reigns supreme to most teams, though. But here's the thing. So when I was designing this team, I was just pretty much specifying, okay, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do if my Bronzong dies? That's what I was thinking when I first made it. And I was just sitting there thinking, and I decided to think smart and put the curse inside of all my guys. Give them the curse, so that way, if their attack supplier goes down, they can always have the curse and always increase their speed in Trick Room, which turned out to do me well. Actually, which turned out to be well. Sorry about that. Turned out to be well because I have had tough spots like that in which I pretty much how do I say? I lost my support there, because the support is always vital in a double or triple battle, because you always want to have one Pokemon giving, like you always want to have that one Pokemon always giving to the team. Like his mission is to help the team out to get sweeps, not necessarily to take out the other Pokemon. Like if you've noticed, the thing that will cripple my team the most. Oh, sorry about that. The thing that will cripple my team the most is a taunt, if you guys didn't see that. So most people don't predict the strategy in the first turn, which is pretty much the worst part, because the taunt will pretty much mess everything up here. But like Bronzong is a great supporter, actually. He's a great ball support thing. Trick Room protects, Swagger and Safeguard. I mean, his goal is just to give to the team members, and the team members' goal is just to take them out with Bronzong's help. And with that, you can never go wrong. I mean, come on, no team is perfect here in Pokemon, just like nothing in this world is perfect. Let's see what else. What was I saying? Oh yeah, support. So if you're gonna make a double or a triple team with strategy behind it, you want to have your support there. Like a good support Pokemon for this generation would be a Mishima, which is really good because I like the ability of telepathy. I mean, I love it. I mean, I already have 3 teams that use telepathy. I'm at 2 triple teams and 1 double team here. But I'm not really sure. But anything else. But yeah, that's pretty much what you really need. That's the main thing you need for your triple team is a good solid like strategy, like a wall. Well, a wall is not tank, but a wall. Wall support. There we go. Like Cresselia makes another good one. I mean, Cresselia. Most Cresselias that I've seen in double battles in my Battle Revolution days, they didn't have any attacking moves besides like Psychic. So that's just so they can fend for themselves. But other than that, I think I've got to the basics of how to make a double and triple team. I mean, I'm gonna go over it right here. You can read the description if if I didn't explain things right or things may have been foggy. Because the description, I will just pretty much write down what you really need. And if you guys need help designing a team or anything like that, you just let me know because that's also what I do. I also design teams and like strategy movesets. I don't use smoking. When I did, it wasn't really successful for me. I pretty much do better with my own movesets. But other than that, I think I got to the basics. I mean, just you need a good solid setup, which is your first turn. Your setup, your trick room. I mean, I have a non-trick room triple team, which is I set up Sunny Day in the first turn, so that can be something good. And for the second turn, you just start. You continue your strategy or the setup. I mean, this is a 3-turn setup right here, I believe. No, a 2-turn setup. In Battle Revolution, it was a 4-turn setup. But here it's a 2-turn, just trick room, swagger, say oh yeah, it's actually a 3-turn. Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. So it's trick room, swagger, and safeguard. Basically, it's a really good strategy. I mean, the foundation for all this that I thought of it was the own tempo strategy, which I read from Battle Revolution. It said use own tempo and use own tempo and swagger. I mean, you won't be confused, but you will get the attack increase, and that's how I pretty much discovered this team. I mean, let's be honest, like my team, it wasn't originally built for me. I mean, I built it for a friend of mine, which is A772, and I pretty much built the thing for him, and I told him this is your team. But after a while, I decided to adopt it, and I made it all my own. And then when 5th gen came along, I pretty much just used it, I believe. But yeah, guys, read the description, just setups, strategy. I mean, another good strategy I have is the Sunny Day after you an eruption with the fire gem with Camerupt. Since Camerupt is a mixed attacker, I mean, it's another one I have. Another good one I have is my Sherma, Licky Licky, and Bijim, I believe. I mean, just I don't know, but if you guys like know how, if you guys like look at this team, you guys will probably figure out how I design strategies and what I put behind them. I mean, they're not thinking of strategies isn't that hard, but most people like to just make a team and go. I'm not really like that. I like to sit there and think about what I'm gonna do with these Pokemon. So again, this is just yeah. I'll see you guys around there.